really know where to sit this. Sit it right here. Don't make me laugh. Oh my gosh, today has been a day.
Yeah.
I had this phone going. I didn't realize I had it going. Then I realized, I said, oh my gosh, I've got this going, idiot. Calling myself an idiot. Levi, what'd you say? He goes, you idiot. All right. Today has been the most... Levi, would you call today a lazy day?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what it was about today. I'm going to chalk it up to this whole week being as busy as it's been. And then, my knee didn't hurt at all today. My knee is like, I mean, when I went out to feed this morning, or not feed, but we'll feed Katie her bottle. Ow, ow, ow. Kitty, kitty, kitty girl. When I went out to give Katie her bottle this morning, but this evening was I walked today down. Any of you guys watched, did I talk about it yesterday? I think I did in the video. I don't know if I did or not, but two of my goats, Gimli and Pippin, ended up on the other side of the fence in the pasture where I had opened that little section. Me and Bree had opened that section for them to go up, and then I closed it. I'm trying to remember. I guess I closed it when Big Boy got here because I didn't want to give him so much access up on that field until he got to know me good and knew to come to me when he sees me outside and whatnot. So probably now I could go ahead and open it up. But then I was talking with Bree, and she said she might fertilize it. So we were just gonna go ahead and keep it locked for a while. But the goats pushed under that old fencing. They went under it, the two of them. And so all evening yesterday, when I called everybody up to feed and all that before Levi's party, they were just screaming down there across the fence. But it was dark, and it had been wet and nasty. And I'm just like, you know what? There's nothing gonna happen to them. They're right up there beside Bree's goats and horses. They're just going to hang out for the day. So, don't rock so hard. Anyway, this morning I woke up. I told Mom, I said, I didn't sleep good last night. I tossed and turned. If it wasn't my back, it was my hip. I don't think I ever felt anything on my knee last night, like my knee was hurting. But I just could not sleep good. And it felt like I was holding my breath every time you turn and something hurts a little, so you kind of just do it all slow motion and hold your breath while you're doing it. I felt like I did that all night long. And I took 2 Tylenol PMs before I went to bed because I was exhausted. And I think this morning it finally just all caught up with me, and I was just like, I'm not doing anything today. Nothing. Besides the animals. So I got up and I come in here this morning. I ate me a bowl of cereal. Levi was still asleep then. And then I turned on the TV and I watched, he finally come down. I was watching something that he watched too. Had somebody in it that he liked. I can't even remember now. But then I gave him the remote to let him do his own thing. And I sort of just did a few little things around here, but no big deal stuff. But I fed Katie, and then I walked on down. And so I guess it was about 10 o'clock when I did that. Normally I feed her about 8:30 or 9 in the morning. But it was about 10 when I went out. Put on my rubber boots, fed her, and then walked on down to that fence and walked that fence to see, well, number one, I found Big Boy's bridle. Not bridle, but his halter. I forgot to pick it up because I went on down to get the gate, not the gate, but to mess with the fence to see where they went through at. When I come back, I didn't even stop to pick it up. I got him another halter. He doesn't have to have a halter, and he comes to me fairly well. My problem is in the evenings.
A halter?
Yeah, he don't really need one, but my problem is with him in the evenings is that if I don't go out early enough, I can't get them separated. And he wants to run around up here in the little lot area where the new stall is being built. While he's running and getting all excited because it's time to eat, the goats and Molly are up trying to, and they don't act quite as excited as him. Molly don't, Molly's just Molly. She's, the goats get pretty anxious when you actually got the feed bucket next to them. But when I'm just going out, he acts more crazy than they do, and he ends up running them around. So, not chasing them, but when he starts running, hightailing it, then they start running. And sometimes they run all the way down and around, and they end up, it's just crazy where they go. And he's not even after them, but they think he is. So, if I could just go out and take him by the halter and lead him out and close the gate, then none of that running stuff would happen. But the halter that I had, the breakaway halter that I had on him, it hasn't been broke. He has not had to, he's not hung it on something and popped it loose. It's too big. Even on its tightest thing around his head, it's too loose. And when he looks down, even behind his ears, if it gets up there close enough, he can shake it and it'll come right over his ears and off. So I ordered him another one. It's hanging on the back porch. I haven't put it on him yet. I'm thinking it was actually a double, so you can take it up on both sides. And it's also still a breakaway. So I've got to do that when I mess with it. But, I don't know. I just felt like this morning, I felt like this load had sort of lifted off of me, or it's like you just wanted to exhale. That's not the word. Exhale. After things have been a whole lot going on. Daniel and I worked that one evening on the stall the first day, like before it got dark. And then, then he had that next time that we worked on it. We were sort of pushed to later in the afternoon, and then he was going to go out of town, so we were sort of kind of rushed in that. And then I had Levi's party. I had to get the back porch cleaned off because, in the summertime, I've told y'all before, that back porch gets to be sort of like the sit it and go, because you can't stand back there. It's so daggum hot. It was not, I never intended or thought that it would be that hot like that, but it is. It's pretty closed in. Even though it's got that one side that's screened, and it's got the screen door over here, there's just not enough airflow. Even with 2 windows and big screens and 2 screen doors, it's just not enough in this Texas heat to get movement back there. And it doesn't help that until I get I've got to get the AC people out here. I'd like to get it done before it gets cold, because I know for a fact all I need is some ductwork underneath the tube kind, because I get air on this side of the house, but I don't get air on the front part of the house, and that's that tube that's come loose somewhere. And as long as I'm having to run this unit right here, the exhaust blows out onto the back porch, so that makes it even more hot. Now, I've got a fan that blows constantly trying to blow that hot air off, but it's just not enough. So I had to do it like a really good cleanup back there and get that presentable for people to move around and walk around and possibly sit if they wanted. I'm the only one that ended up sitting on the back porch when we ate, because being that it was wet and we didn't go out onto the back deck, and we were just on the open part where the picnic tables are. Everybody was sort of crammed onto the covered deck, and the kids ended up all coming in here, which was good because Elora came in that big puffy thing that had that air in it, like a minion. I don't know what that thing was, just this puffy outfit with just her face showing. She eventually shed that, though. She took it off. I don't know. I just feel like this morning I woke up with all of that stuff is over and I could breathe, and I just didn't want to do anything. And I'm still sort of waiting. I told all y'all think I told y'all what I did with my debit card, with my PayPal card. Yeah, I told all y'all. So I'm still waiting for my new card to come in, and today was the first time that something's tried to come through on that debit card that was a like monthly, and there's no new card information yet because the new card hasn't come. So that kind of irritated me a little bit because it's all still PayPal, and I have a PayPal account, and there's money in the account. I just don't have the card. So I was like, well, if I'd done something at the bank on my debit card and it didn't, like something came through, it would have come out of my checking account because that's what my debit card is connected to. So it made me a little irritated that PayPal just didn't take that. I think it was $7 for Disney or something. It was one of the channels. And I was like, well, why didn't PayPal just, it didn't have to. Anyway, that kind of irritated me a little bit because I'm thinking it's been 7 or 8 days now since all that happened. I should have gotten a card by now so I could have got that activated and redid all those things that are coming out automatically. So I need to do something with that. I don't know. I'm going to have to go in maybe tomorrow and put my mind to that stuff if the card didn't come today either. Anyway, I just that. And then this evening, toward the evening, I thought, you know what? Walmart offers that delivery now. I haven't had it ever delivered anything. Every time I go to my Walmart app to do any kind of grocery order online, that thing keeps popping up about their Walmart, like the rewards. So you pay like for right now, it's $98 a year. But if you do it right now, it's half price of $49, and that's free delivery. So I'm assuming that you just pay a tip to your driver, but the delivery is free. I haven't used it before. And then I thought, well, do I want to do that right now? It's so close to Christmas. Do I want to add another something coming out of my account? But I didn't want to go to town. And I wanted 3 or 4 things, and I thought, okay, it was total of 9 things that I ordered, and I went ahead and paid $19 to have that come within the hour. And when they send you, I don't know if any of you guys have done it, but they sent me a text that said my order was on its way and a little link that you could track your driver. And when you click track your driver, down underneath, you can see the map. You can see this little car moving down the freeway. It has chat with driver, or chat with shopper, call shopper. You can call him or you can chat with him. So I didn't have no need to call or chat until he got right over here. And I was just every now and then I'd pick it up and look, because it actually started out where he was going to come 99 and he would have been coming through this neighborhood. But instead, all of a sudden when I checked, he was on 59 and he come the back way through Splendora. Fine, it don't matter to me. But I just every now and then would get my phone and look over at it. And when I seen he was almost right down here by the little curve before you get to our straightaway, I said, oh, he's almost here. So I told Levi, I said, Levi, I said, just leave it by the door. So I told Levi, I said, you want to get the stuff? He's fixing to be here. But then when I looked again, he was stopped. It looked like he was sort of just sitting over by Steph's house. It didn't quite come all the way to me. And then it started moving, and it's so he's going up Mom and Dad's driveway. So I called him, and I said, hi, this is Kimberly Morrow. You're bringing my order, and you're on the wrong driveway. I can see you on the map. You're on the wrong driveway. I said, you need to come two more houses down from that driveway you're on. And he asked me, do I speak Spanish? And I said, no, I'm so sorry, I don't speak Spanish. But he's speaking enough English that I feel like he should be. I said, you just need to turn around. That's not my driveway. 2 more houses, 2 houses down. So he says he's following GPS. And I said, I understand that you're looking at your GPS, but it's taking you to the wrong driveway. You need to be back on the road and come 2 more houses. 1043. And I start telling him the address. I'm thinking, okay, I know he's looking at GPS, but he's got a destination address. And I'm giving it to him over the phone, and he's still telling me he's following GPS. He has to make his delivery at the GPS address. Well, he's not going to find it down there, because it's not down there. It's right here. And so I guess we got off the phone. I don't remember what that final thing was when I've just pushed to end the conversation. But then I watched, and it showed him turn around at the gate by LE. So he went down the lane by Breeze, turned around, all this little zigzag stuff up there on that hill. Nobody's home at that time. He could have maybe gone up and knocked on Bree's door, but Mom and Dad were gone to get LE. Daniel and Lou were still at work. Bree would have been the only one possibly home at the time. Anyway, he comes back down the driveway, and so I send him a chat. I hit that chat, and I say, when you get to the end of this driveway by the white house, turn right and come 2 driveways down. 2 more driveways to 10434 Plum Grove Road. You know what he responds back to me? He's following the GPS. I just think, no. So I get up, and I'm wearing this moo-moo thing, and I guess I'm pulling a mom today because I didn't put on a bra. I want the package delivered to my door so I don't have to go outside. So I get up and I go grab a sweater. Don't need a sweater. It's hot as heck. And I get a sweater and I go out, and I see this black car, but it's facing like it's already past my house. So either he did go that way in the time that it took me to get a sweater and get out. He went that way and turned around, and if that's the case, then he would have passed my house. But he's parked across the street in front of one of the across the street people's homes. But I can see him, and his tail lights are really bright, like he's got his brake lights on, like he never put his vehicle in park. He's just got his foot on the brake. And so I'm texting, and I said, I'm in my driveway, I'm looking at you, just back up. Once again, he says something about GPS. And I said, my address is, and I say it again in text, I'm walking out there. I don't really want to have to chase him down the road, but I thought if I get to the end of the road, he can see me. But I'm typing as I walk. And I said, my address is 10434. That is what you're looking for. You've passed my house. You need to back up. And then as I'm almost to the end of my driveway, he drives off. And he tells me, oh, I texted him. I said, where did you leave my groceries? I can just go to that house. And so I'm thinking maybe he left it. I sort of had my doubts that he left it up there anywhere, because why would he be sitting down here? But I thought, what the heck? Maybe he did. I didn't know. Anyway, I said, where did you leave my groceries? Because I'll have to go find them. And then he came back with, he didn't leave my groceries anywhere because my address wasn't on GPS. It was so irritating. That was so, and I'm thinking, I just wanted to have this relaxing day, and this is the first time I've ever ordered anything with delivery from Walmart like that. You know, I've ordered things off Walmart online, and they've mailed it to me, and it come to my house, but never somebody at Walmart pulling up to my house. It's the first time. And so I call Walmart, And I tell them, and I give them my number, the order number. And the gentleman was really, really nice. And he said, he's so sorry. I told him how, I said, I've got text messages with this man back and forth, and I spoke with him on the phone. I said, he would not understand that I was the address he was looking for. He only wanted to follow GPS, and GPS took him to a driveway next to mine, not mine. And he's, ma'am, I'm so sorry. He said, we've tried to explain to these drivers that sometimes, especially in the rural areas, it may not look, you have to look at the address. And I said, yeah, because he turned in a driveway with the addresses right there on the mailboxes, and none of them say 10434 if he'd just come 2 houses down, and he would not come down here. And he said, he was so sorry, what did I want to do? And I said, well, I just want to make sure that if I'm not getting my stuff, that I get a refund. And he said, yes, ma'am, that would be no problem. Once he gets back with it, it would be automatically refunded once he comes back with the stuff. But then I got a notice from them saying that it was being redelivered and it would be here at 6 something. So I thought, okay, we'll see what happens with this. They're sending that same man out here. I can't remember what his name was, but this was a complete different name of this driver. And it was a woman. And about 6:30, there was a lady standing right there setting stuff down in front of my door. And I'm thinking, well, she found it just fine. It's just crazy to me. Anyway, I just thought I would shoot the bull with y'all for a little bit, because I really didn't do anything today. I just tried to lay back. Sometimes you just have to lay back and take it easy and not do something. And that was my day today. I didn't know. Tomorrow, I don't know. Maybe I'll be busy. My knee didn't hurt today, so that may give me the opportunity to start working on that wall in my bedroom and get my porch cleaned off. Get that wood off my porch. I'll have to see how I feel in the morning. But today, I just was happy, just doing the most minimal stuff. I've already fed up for the night. All that's done. Katie's had her 3rd bottle, and she's fed, and the chickens have been put up, the baby chicks, and Big Boy's been fed. Molly and the goats have been fed. So everything's been done out there. Dogs have been fed, cats have been fed, everything's done. I could take a nighttime pill right now and go get in my bed. I sort of feel like I could do that and not feel. But right now we're watching Horse Crazy. Yeah. Levi's found I don't know if it's not Disney though, is it? No. It's just called Horse Crazy. And it's kid based. It's a movie, it's kids in it. And they want to go to Nevada to find a wild Mustang. So they sneak into the brother's car, and they're like 8 and 9 years old. And then this whole bunch of stuff happens. They get kind of kidnapped, and by these buffoons that don't know what they're doing. They're not real kidnappers. It's a really, really cute movie, but we have to watch the same parts over and over because he's got the remote and he keeps rewinding. Anyway. Oh my gosh. So I'm fixing to go and let y'all go and get back to your rat killing, and I'm gonna sit here and watch Horse Crazy, the same parts over and over with this boy right there. Levi, want to tell everybody hi? Hello. Anyway, we're gonna go. We love you guys. God bless y'all, and I will see y'all when tomorrow. Oh, he says we'll see you tomorrow. Well, you will get this tomorrow. All right, love you guys. God bless y'all. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.